The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Texans coming up next.
EA Sports coverage in the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw again on second down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now third down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Gets past one man. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to fourth down. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Again, it's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game, which Rome bet us when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. We remind you, coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Let's get it. Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pierce now up the middle. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 4. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
That's complete to Tony. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They go play fake. Mahomes. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes going to throw to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Houston. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get it out just short of 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Back now. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to throw here, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Going for it with Pierce. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back back to the ground with Pierce. Runs over it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Black ultra. Red, yellow.
They'll look to throw. That's underneath to Pierce, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
On the ball.
Back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run with Pierce. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Gay is on for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Here's a give up the middle. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round from the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Ready.
Hand off right side to Pierce. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. On third down, here's Pierce. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest? Mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4-2, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the crab with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the Elvis.